Hey guys, what's up? Just thought I'd come on here and do this little video, kind of give you guys a closer look of some of the Transformer figures I have. I do follow another fellow 80s a fan who grew up on this. He lives in Canada, of course, and that is Michael Mercer. You should check him out. And if he's watching, Michael, I'm probably going to try to do as best I can to let you see what I got Transformer-wise. It may not be as expansive as yours, but hey, it's the best I can do. But I want to start off with some figures I actually had hidden in a drawer, or in my dresser drawer, the bottom shelf that is, that basically I will, well, if I show you a picture of the dresser drawer, you'll see it. But basically that's why I had some of them hidden. So let's take a look at some of these. Some of these, when I used to live on my own, I used to have hanging on my wall. In fact, even when me and my mom lived in Patterson, I had some of them displayed out as well because we had a lot of room, but, well, not anymore. So we're going to take a look at them. First one up, this one is actually something I got literally 12 years ago. It still includes the bonus movie poster in there. This is Prototype, or Protoform Optimus Prime. This is from the original 2007 Michael Bay film. This is Protoform Prime, Optimus Prime, so I have that, which I'm happy to display. Next up, I have from the Transformers Generations line. I think this is part of the Generations line, 30th anniversary. We have Chromia, along with the IDW comic book. So I have her, Chromia. I also have Moonracer. I'll try to show her that. Try to show you her when I get the opportunity. But I have Chromia here, and they are still sealed in the box, or in the in their packaging. Here I have Goldfire, and as you could probably tell just by some of the tape around it, I did open Goldfire up. This is basically a reissuing of Goldbug, but done in the style of, like the Michael Bay films and all that. So this is Goldfire, aka Goldbug. I used to have an original Goldbug back when I was a kid. I don't know exactly what happened to it, but I do have Goldfire to kind of make up for that. Here I have Fall of Cybertron Soundwave. I also opened this up a little bit. Some of these I did open up, and you can kind of tell just by some of the tape around them and everything. So that was the one thing I think you said, Michael, if you're watching, that was kind of unique about these, that you can actually open these up, and if had the opportunity, you can put them back and reseal them. So I have Shockwave here, Fall of Cybertron Shockwave, which is pretty cool. Then here I have Generations, the comic book. IDW was an IDW comic book of Skywarp. Yes, I have Skywarp here, and I actually have more than one Skywarp. I do know of that. So we have Skywarp along with the comic. It's a little dusty because, like I said, I used to have them displayed. On my wall when we lived in Patterson, so a little dusty, but it's okay. And this one, I think, yeah, this one I did open as well. You can kind of tell it's a little loose in there. Have Fall of Cybertron Jazz. Yes, we have Jazz here. So that's pretty cool. Have Fall of Cybertron Jazz, which is pretty nice. Now there is one Transformer I do have, but he's hidden away, he's packed away right now, and that is Unicron. This is basically the Unicron figure they brought out in time for, I think it was Energon or something like that, Universe. Cybertron or Energon, basically he had his own Microbot with him. So I do have Unicron. I just got to bring him out one of these days. Here we have another one I got. This is the Orion Pax figure that they did. It was on comic, and of course I did open them up a little bit. But here we have Orion Pax, basically the basically who Optimus Prime was before he became who he is. So, pretty nice. Then we have IDW Megatron. So, it's cool. Got that. I think these were all based on a certain lineup, a certain portion, a certain run of the franchise at the time. So, I have Megatron there. And of course, the one I wanted to get, and a lot of people wanted to get when they saw that she was coming out finally, we have RC. Oh yes, the Generations line. So those ones that I just showed you, what was it? Chromia, Skywarp, Orion Pax, Megatron, and Goldfire are all the Transformers Generations line. And this is another one. This is RC, of course. I was really happy to get her. So yeah, we got RC. And then last but not least, we have Transformers Prime Wheeljack, probably the closest representation you're going to get of G1 Wheeljack, if you will. Alright, so next up here we have these reissues of the G1 toys. I haven't opened them yet because I just haven't had a chance, and honestly maybe I don't really want to. We have the G1 version of Hot Rod. These were released at Walmart. They do have Optimus out now, and I'm hoping they get Soundwave because I do have Optimus, and you will see that. But I want to get Soundwave as well. But here we have Hot Rod. I was really thrilled, honestly, to get him when I did. Just really happy about that. Because I never had basically an original Hot Rod, so the reissue is really nice to basically be the closest we've had. I think I have opened him. Did I? Yeah, it looks like I did. Let me check. Yeah, I did kind of open him, but there he is out of his box. So, pretty cool. Really nice to, like I said, finally have a Hot Rod figure. Besides some of the ones I do have. Like I said, we got Hot Rod there. And then, of course, I couldn't get that without getting this. This is Starscream, the reissue of the G1 Starscream. So, had to get him. Because again, like Hot Rod, I never had a G1 Starscream. So, I think the closest I ever got was like the reissue, some kind of a Generations one or something. But yeah, here we have Starscream, still sealed in the box, have yet to open. Maybe that day will come soon. And then I ended up getting this woman. What's funny is, long story short, I knew she was out and I wanted to get her, but I did not see her at my job. So, surprise, surprise, the moment I go online and pay a little bit more for her, my job has her for a little bit cheaper. We're talking about Alita 1, yes, who was released for the Powers of the Prime set, which I kind of like. She has a plane mode, which is a lot different than her vehicle mode in G1, which I think should have been what they would have kept. They should have kept, but I guess since they gave it to RC, you know, what are you gonna do? So yeah, there we have Alita. Again, I haven't opened her yet, but maybe down the line I will. Okay, continuing on, I have my reissue of Bumblebee because like I said, I used to have a gold bug, but I never had a bumblebee. So I have bumblebee here, hanging on the wall. And then we're gonna go over here, and you're gonna see this bad boy. Yes, I have Metroplex. Titans returns Metroplex. So, or Titan Masters Metroplex, as you can tell. Really proud of that. I mean, I did an opening. I think I did an opening video of this, getting it. So you can probably link. I'll link that. But you can tell his gun is huge, just by the scope of this guy. It was like, the thing is, I never had a Metroplex. Here was the thing, I never had Metroplex when I was a kid, even when it was just regular Metroplex. But then again, parents couldn't really afford much. Thankfully, people that work at Hasbro now are like, look, you know, let's reissue this stuff, let's make it bigger, let's make it what the fans want, what show accuracy should be. And then, over here, we have Hot Rod, Power of the Primes, Hot Rod slash Rodimus. Basically, he's a combination of both. So that's pretty cool. And then right next to him, and you can definitely tell by size difference, is Fortress Maximus. Titans Returns Fortress Maximus, which is pretty cool to have in the collection. And again, you know, I mean, I didn't have him when I was a kid, and I can understand why, honestly. The price and everything, it's like, forget it. And right over here, next to this little thing I got at one of our local fiestas, have Outback. And right here, for the 30th anniversary, we have Platinum Edition. That's what it is, basically. I think Platinum Edition. Platinum Edition Transformers Autobot set with, get open here, with Retgar, Hot Rod, and a Junkion Scrap Heap. Yeah, that's what it says right there. But they weren't the only things they got either. I also got this one, Platinum Edition of Cyclonus and the Sweeps. Well, mostly Decepticon Sweep, Cyclonus, and Scourge. And it looks like they did a little bit of translucence on Cyclonus, so it's really nice. And to complement those, of course, I have the soundtrack on vinyl. I also have it on CD as well. Both the 20th anniversary, the score, and of course the original CD release, and of course the original vinyl release right here, or re-release of the original vinyl, along with this baby, which was released for the 30th anniversary. And up here, I have Powers of the Prime Moonracer. And then down here, Powers of the Prime Perceptor, which is pretty cool. Now we're going to look in here. It's kind of a mismatch of a lot of things that I do have. Behind here we have Sandstorm, Then we have right here the Powers of the Prime, Optimus Prime. And then right here we have the G1 Optimus Prime along with his trailer. We have Transformers Legends RC next to Bombshell. And right behind there, if we can get a better look, we have a few other Transformers as well. I think we have, oh yeah, we have Hardhead right here. So we have Hardhead right there. Then we have Scourge right there, along with Transformers, the Transformers 2007 movie Jazz. And we have Blur right there. As I think that's Powers of Prime Blur or Titans Returns Blur. And then right beneath him, I don't know if you can really see it that well. We have, it looks like Transformers Energon Hot Rod. And then right here we have an original G1 Perceptor, not a reissue, an original one that I got at a Goodwill. His head's kind of like messed up, got to fix that. Then we have a G1 reissue of Ultra Magnus. Then we have Transformers Generation Leader Class Skywarp. Then we have an Optimus Prime Masterpiece Collection that was put out for the 20th anniversary. It's the
I want you to make a special run to Autobot City.
That kind, with its base and everything. I've had that for a while now. Then down here we have Alternator Tracks. And then up here we have Grimlock. This is, I think, a reissue of Grimlock. And then we have Microbots RC. This is when they did the Microbots thing in Generation Energon, and that's what she looked like. She was a motorcycle. And then we have Buzzsaw right there. And then over here we have a pullback racer, a Rhodobus. Basically you pull them back and he races. And then there's a Transformers G1 reissue of Starscream that they did a couple years before they did the reissues that we have now. And then this one, I think, is Energon Hotshot. Right there. Oh yeah, and then of course, I have the holy grail of a lot of books. I have the Covenant of the Primus book. I also have the the Transformers, it's not the art book you have, it's basically the, it's kind of like DK brought out. It was a book at the Encyclopedia, I think. I gotta find it. I think I would store it away somewhere. Now we can get a better look over here what I have. So over here I have another Transformers Energoner. Can't think of what the names are. Right there, and I think that's another Hotshot or someone right there. I got a Dirge underneath. I got I think her name is can't think of her name right now. It's Velocity or something. I can't really think of it right now. I think it's I can't think of her name right now. I have to look it up. Then under here I got a reissue of Hot Rod, and then there, and then of course got a reissue of Megatron right there, different kind of version of him. Then I got the reissue of Skylynx right here. I think you can see him. Yeah, we got Skylynx right there. And then over here I got Titans Returns Galvatron, Power of the Primes, Starscream, and then, oops, there goes the Morpher. Didn't want that to happen. We have Power. I think this is Combiner Wars Megatron, and then underneath is Combiner Wars Starscream. So yeah, there's that. And then up here I have the 2007 movie edition of Optimus Prime. And then right there we have Predaking. That's right, that's when Beast Hunters were out. So we have Predaking right there next to the Applejack plush. And then of course, like you, there's the original Power Master Optimus Prime, which I actually did get back when I was a kid. Except this is not the one I got back when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to the original one, so I got this online. So, pretty cool. And there are other figures I do have that are just packed away right now. Oh yeah, and I have a Blitzwing right there too. Transformers Generations Blitzwing right there. Don't think you get a chance to see that, so there he is. And then of course I have all the Transformers series right there next to G.I. Joe and stuff. So hopefully, oops, there goes a mic cover there. But hopefully you guys like that. Let me know what you think, Michael, if you watch this, and I'll talk to y'all later. So take care, guys. God bless. And if I ever do get a chance to get the other ones shown, I'll let you see the other ones. So till then, God bless. Take care.